Hello, everyone. I had to fill my bottle up because I looked over and realized that I did not fill my water bottle up. So, can't really hydrate without a water bottle. The queue is open for anyone who would like to join the queue. I am going to hydrate because Neppy just redeemed. Oh, that's double hydrate. We have to hydrate twice, everyone. Make sure you hydrate twice. I did in fact hydrate twice. Alright, because we have our new deck, our Magic the Gathering Oracle deck, before we do the Q readings, which are the more in-depth ones, we'll actually do a pull for everyone, so everyone can have a pull that wants a pull. Hi Sizer! It's good to see you. I got this new deck. It's a Magic the Gathering Oracle deck. It matches my my Dungeons and Dragons one. It was made by the same people. Hi Sylvie. Why did my Streamlabs just twitch out? What's it? Glitch out. That's the word. I am good. Happy to be here. Alright. For anyone who just joined in, we are doing a pull, so everyone can have one pull from the new Oracle cards I've got. And then we'll get into the queued readings. As usual, if anyone feels inclined to, feel free to donate at my Ko-fi, which is just linked down here. It helps a lot because we stream every Thursday. We do free readings. So it helps a lot to support the streams. And if you're on the queue or you are joining the queue, it means you get priority, so you get bumped up onto the top. This symbol is the it's the Magic the Gathering symbol, so it's the logo. And they just tiled it. Because it's like on this one, it's like the logo for the game. Also, you have to put a cooldown on your hydrate because your friends tried to drown you. That's funny. Alright, actually, it's not funny for you to drown. Alright, we'll start from the top of the chat. So we'll have Daphne's pull first. We'll just do some pulls from the deck without any like spirit or anything. It's just the pull. So, okay. Your one's Tunnel Vision, Cyclops. So that's the art for you. Since I am not used to the deck yet and I haven't really gone through it, we're going to look at the guidebook to see what it has to say. Alright. Life is complex, and there are many ways to look at an issue. Our base instincts tend to make us see things only one way so that we survive. But we are no longer in the Stone Age, so in search for your own truth, let go of fear and keep your mind open and curious. Yeah. So that's your card. Since we're going to do this quick, so we're just going to go to the next one. Staring into the camera. Alright, let's get one for Lay. Since Lay is next in the chat. Also, I didn't ask in return, Sylvie, how are you? Oh, okay. That's your card, Lay. Oh. You get two, I guess. I suppose you can have two. So you get Hubris, Delico's Folly, and also Be Unstoppable, Minotaur. Let's have a look. So these are big. These are oracle cards. Oracle cards tend to be big. This is a standard tarot deck. The oracle cards can get huge, but I also have a really big tarot deck. So, all right. So for you, Lay, the first cards are this one, Delicos's Folly. We are often shown society's version of the most exceptional lives in human existence from around the globe. This can stir up the demon of comparison that can give us a deep feeling of inadequacy, which then kindles an imbalanced desire for things and experiences that make us feel more significant, more lovable, or more worthy. How can we drop comparison and be okay with ourselves and enjoy an ordinary day? And then Be Unstoppable, which is Minotaur. So you have a power within you, an inner resolve that makes you unstoppable, which you can access when you know what you truly value. When you merge this resolve with your passion, you can move mountains. That's your message, Lay. Seems pretty good together. We're also getting a feel of the personality of these cards, what kind of messages they like to give. I think we have a bit of a call-out theme at the moment. Alright, going down the list, we have Neppy next. So we'll do Neppy, then we'll do Sizer, and then Sylvie for the people in the chat. So Neppy is next for one card. Oh, there's your card. Alright, you have Magic of the Mind, Jace. It's cool art. Alright, let's have a look. Alright. Everything that is made by humans was first envisioned in the mind. Someone who masters their own mind wields a powerful tool. With the mind, you can see the unconscious patterns of your life, break free of them if you so choose, and imagine new realities. Yeah. Powerful mind. And being able to imagine things. So that was a positive one. Yeah, remember the power of your own mind and visions for things. Yes, good manifester. Alright. We'll do one for Sizer. Oh, that was quick. Oh, you're on spooky, Sizer. You got Manipulation, Demon. And I opened it right to the page. That's funny. Alright. You still there, Sizer? So I know that I'm reading it to you. You just let me know in the chat. If not, I'm going to read it anyway because there'll be a VOD, so you can always look back at it. Alright. It says, thoughts that cause you pain are like the whispers of demons. Desire, wrath, fear, and envy. Don't let them manipulate you. Use your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts use you. That's true. And these cards also have like reversed meanings. I've just been reading the upright meaning, but I'm going to read the reversed one for this one too because it's good. One way to get away from painful thoughts is to focus on the physical. Go for a run, lift weights, dance. Another way to see the facts is to see the fact that dwelling on painful thoughts creates suffering. If you know it's poison, why do you drink it? That's that card. Hello, Swifter Cakes. How are you? Right. So we'll do one more for Sylvie for this, and then we'll get into the queued readings. Alright. Sylvie's one is Toxic Thoughts. Ashiok, I think it is called. Ah, I see. Well, I hope that I am able to give you some answers. We do have a bit of a queue at the moment, so I believe you're number 4 on the list. But if you stick around, we'll be able to get to you, and we'll have to see what we can help you with as well. Alright, let me find this card here for Sylvie. Alright, but yeah, hi Viv. How are you doing? How's Apollon doing with you? How are you doing for Apollon? Alright. Sylvie, there are 2 realities. The one that is out there and the one we create within our minds. To see reality as it actually is means letting go of the story we generate about it. And those stories are often filled with pain and fear. Alright, there's that one. Look at the art on that too. Alright. Sylvie, was it a divination question or just a general question? Because if it's a general question, you can just if it's a question about non-reading stuff or a question about anything, you can ask. But if you mean for your reading, I was just doing some card pulls for this new deck I got as a bonus, but we'll get to your reading once we get through the queue. I hope that made sense. I can explain better if you would like. But yeah, Daphne. Let's hear it. What would you like read, Daphne? Oh, you're fine, Vivi. Yeah, I'm just checking in. But it's okay if you haven't, because it's a busy time. For you, Sylvie, I just wanted to let you know that that question is more leaning towards a bit of fortune telling, and it's not quite something I'd be able to do for you. I don't think we'll be able to. I think it would be a disservice to you to try and tell the future in a reading. I'll be able to answer. I can answer another question if you'd like when it gets to your turn. So I think things can change easily, and I don't want to give you any false hope or anything that would hurt. If it were to say it wouldn't work, because it may not actually turn out that way. It could even be a self-fulfilling prophecy, which is not a great thing that we want to happen. Did you have a specific question for your one, Daphne? And Sylvie, I will keep that in mind when I get to your one, which will be after Daphne and Nappy. And then if you end up thinking of a question in the meantime, then just let me know. Vivi, you can join the queue. That's fine. And for Swifter, confusing time. Especially with relationship because you don't have to apologize for that, Swifter. It just means I will have to get back to you on that when it's your turn. I do go in order here of the queue. Unless you do donate, then I just bump you up. It's just a perk of that, but it's not it's not required. You don't have to. Don't feel obliged to or obligated to. Is what I meant. But yeah, I will come back to that when it's your go. Yeah, thanks, Neppy. Alright, let's do this reading for Daphne. We will say hymn to Dionysus today because I feel like it will be nice. Last stream I didn't really do like hymns and such because it can still work out cool. Like it still works out fine without doing it, but it's nice to do it sometimes. But yeah, as Neppy said, feel free to have a chat anyway on the side. I don't mind at all, like if you guys talk at the same time as when I'm doing stuff. It's a lot of fun. Alright. I call upon loud roaring and revelling Dionysus, primeval, two-natured, thrice-born Bacchic lord, savage, ineffable, secretive, two-horned and two-shaped, ivy-covered, bull-faced, warlike, howling, pure, you take raw flesh, you have triennial feasts, wrapped in foliage, decked with grape clusters, resourceful, Euboleus, immortal god sired by Zeus, when he mated with Persephone in unspeakable union. Hearken to my voice, O blessed one, and with your fair girdled nurses, breathe on me in a spirit of perfect kindness. Let me get a candle. I believe Dionysus is familiar with the drill. That I would like to ask, coming before you in truth and reverence, for a message for Daphne. Whatever you'd like to say through this new snazzy deck that is a companion to the one that I usually use for Dionysus readings. Yep, this is his weekly shift of reading for Daphne. Two. Just make sure there's no hidden one that I dropped. Alright, so we have Exhaustion, Titan's Burden. We got that familiar boulder there, if you know the myth. We have Generosity, Helioid. You can probably tell who this is inspired by. Helios, the sun. And we got the Unconscious, which is Tromocratus. And it's this one here. So I feel like, as per usual, there's definitely a message around, once again, what he's bringing to you. He acknowledges all the hard work you're doing, all that goes behind what you're working through. Just like the boulder that keeps going down, but you have to keep pushing up. It's not an easy task. You can't really see where you're going even because you're busy looking at the ground or at the boulder. But you should know, of course you do know, he is here to give, and he's ready to give so much. You know, generosity says it all. And, you know, we literally have a god there. It's like Dionysus is a god. And even when we have more friendly relations and more close relations with our deities, that doesn't mean that their power is removed. Like, we may not regard them in an exact way that like puts them all high and mighty, but their powers and their influence is very high and mighty still, despite that. And so there's a phrase that comes to mind. It's like, we may think, why do like deities and spirits concern themselves with petty things or small things for us? And the answer is that small things still matter to us. A small gesture or small gift or something that's given to us makes a difference. And you can probably think about times that has happened for you in your life. At the same time as how small things can really dominant effect into something that feels really overwhelming or like stressful or difficult. And so it's like, even the small things count. And then we have the unconscious here. So it seems like something really big to battle. Maybe subconsciously, unconsciously. But we'll also take a look at the guidebook and see what it has to say and see if there's anything interesting there for us. Alright, for Titan's burden, most of us are lugging around some heavy weight. It can be the emotional armor that protects us, a painful memory, or a crushing sense of responsibility. If you are lugging around such a burden, find out what it is that binds you to the boulder. Release yourself or risk becoming exhausted. No worries, Neppy. I will await your return. Let's go to Helioid. Generosity. The sun gives its energy and warmth to everyone equally without asking for anything in return, because all the reward and the joy are in expressing its nature. Let your light shine brightly for all to see, and know that your love cannot be exhausted. That's really funny, actually, considering the wording of that, saying your love cannot be exhausted, with this card here about exhaustion. I think that's really telling. It's really telling that despite all that you're going through, even when you may feel like sometimes you're not giving enough, your love will never be exhausted. Your love will never leave, and it'll always be part of you and part of what you're able to give, even if it doesn't feel like a lot. And we got Tromokratus. The unconscious contains our deepest desires, fears, and memories. Sometimes the unconscious emerges in a tsunami of emotion. When it does, honor its message. Let the old ways crumble and be conscious of what you rebuild in their place. I think that's really meaningful for you as well. Very Dionysian, actually. About allowing things to come forth, and even if they come forth and then fall, there is still the ability to rebuild, and you get the choice in that too. Yes, that is your message for today from Dionysus. Welcome back, Neppy. And you're welcome, Daphne. You get back just in time, Neppy, because it's your turn. Let me know what you'd like a reading on. But yeah, this was a really nice reading. I really liked that correlation with, like, your love will never be exhausted. That was really sweet. Yeah, some great cards to read with Dionysus. Thank you to Dionysus for that message and for being here as well and bringing your energy into that reading. I say that and then he just said to me, it's like, it's like he was like, why are you thanking me for bringing my energy into it? Like he would, like he's this is for you, Daphne. He said like he would bring his energy to this sort of thing a million times over if he has to. He will do it again and again, as many times as he needs to tell you things that you may know but need to hear still. Let's do a reading with Hecate. He says a lot of sweet things to Daphne. Honestly, he's the most vocal. Oh, my candle went out. I probably need to get a new one because it's a bit run out. He's the most vocal with me when Daphne's around. Like, I can like hear him pretty well. Like his stuff, like the things he says comes through pretty clearly. But it's like he's not really around when Daphne isn't, or maybe he is and I don't notice. But yeah. Your influence. Grab this candle. This is Hecate's one because it has the symbol on it that I drew ages ago, like years ago. We'll use that one. Electric candle. Oh, that is interesting. He liked the cards that much. Alright, let's get one card for the theme for Neppy, and then we'll do 3 cards from the tarot deck as well. So your theme of this reading from Hecate is Holy Daemon, which is middle realm healing. And there's an icon of a snake, and then there's the torch there. That's really affirming for healing. But we'll see. We'll ask Hecate what else she has to say in regards to your healing. Oh, okay. Alright, I can already tell she's seeing that there are some perspectives that you're shifting. You're opening yourself up to some new ideas. Yep, definitely. Alright, you're opening yourself up to some new ideas, and basically rather than being the usual hanged man where it's like you're stagnant and like holding yourself up and you're leaving yourself where you are, his appearance here is more to do with how, like, through what way you are healing, which is through your perspective and through things that you previously were quite, I don't know about stubborn, but like you're quite stuck on. You're stumped. Why are you stumped, Neppy? Ah. Well, here's my thinking, just to explain it, because we have healing here, we have the Hanged Man, the Star, and the Three of Wands, which all tell me that there's something that you've maybe been able to like release like stress around or worries around recently, and you've been able to see more like hope in it, and essentially like, because the star is to do with hope and inspiration, and also being like dipping your toes into something and it like being something you want to explore. And the Three of Wands being about, you know how he could like see like all the opportunity and the whole world, you know. It's like the whole world. So when I see like the Hanged Man here and the Three of Wands, with the star in the middle, that's telling me there's been some sort of change of heart or change of perspective or change of like some news has come in or something has come in that's told you or shown you something fresh and exciting and like basically something that expands. Oh, okay. I guess you get this card too. You did another reading with Different Street about love, and they said the only thing stopping you was your stubbornness towards men. Try not to be as harsh. Well, yeah. We have the Page of Cups here, which is about like expecting the unexpected, and pages are usually like, you know, maybe like early on in the journey, a new journey. They're sort of thinking about where they want to go. It's not really about movement or action, but about like maybe the mind and like thinking and where your thoughts are at. But the Page of Cups is definitely one of those cards where it's like something unexpected popping up. So if you're sort of like, I'm not sure what this is talking about, but then you kind of think about this thing that you don't usually think about, which is like, or you don't usually inquire about, maybe like love. It could be to do with that, because we have an indication here that it's something that isn't expected. It's something that isn't like, it's something that's like still significant because we have like 2 major arcana here, but it's also not something that's like, because it's not like an everyday thing. Because if it was more minor arcana, I would say like it's a bit of an everyday thing. But this one seems like more on a significant level, which can be to do with like relationship outlook too. You wouldn't mind. Yeah. I think you're at the beginning, because the 3 of Wands is sort of like the beginning of a journey as well. I think it's like, it's not that like a huge shift has happened that has like healed something from you. It's like there are still the vibes of like you've had a shift in something recently, and it's opened up an opportunity or path or like an outlook for you to explore further. And like the star is kind of like a guiding star to sort of like, you see it in the sky, you're like, okay, I'm going to follow the star and see where that takes me. But because the Hanged Man tells me as well, it's like a recent thing that you've let go, like you've let go of maybe some conceptions about, or let go of some like previous habits or thought patterns around. Seven of Pentacles, something that you've like Seven of Pentacles, it's something that you've like worked on, and it's like you're stepping back a bit and like assessing it and looking at it. And there is like still value that you have like reaped from that, like what you have like developed so far. But it's also like the Seven of Pentacles is also a good chance to like understand, like, is there a choice you need to make or want to make to change things up and move in a different direction? Or are you committing to like that project or that development? In any case, even if you feel unsure about if it may be about love, which I think it could be, because it's relevant to something you've been thinking about recently, it's still an indication from Hecate that there is some good like opportunity and movement happening for you. Something that might be a bit unexpected, something that might be related to something like you've thought about before, you've had some thinking about, to do with healing, to do with hope, to do with a new journey. and to do with like shifting your perspective or trying a new perspective, or you know, yeah, it's like good stuff in any case for whatever it pertains to. There's nothing here that screams to me like, oh, something bad. Like, it's not bad, but like something to call you out on, essentially. I think it's like an acknowledgement of something that you're working on, and you should continue following, like, you know, the star. It's like the North Star. Like, continue following that North Star and see where it leads you, even if you don't know. Don't be afraid to ask for her advice as well, even if she's not a deity of love. Like, traditionally, it's like, yeah. I think she has wisdom about things like that. I think in terms of like shifting our perspective, and in terms of being in transition for like what kind of things we're thinking about, especially in terms of like love and different areas of our lives. But yeah, you're welcome, Neppy. It's funny that you said like you try not to be as harsh. Alright, Sylvie, if you're still around, we're up to your turn. So let me know if you still like a general reading, or if you wanted something else, if you thought about a question in the meantime, or anything. Yeah. And I mean, even though like, even when you're fine being single, sometimes it's nice to like, sometimes we do desire like connection like that. So it makes sense that you might like be thinking about stuff. Are you still there, Sylvie? Also, exciting thing. So next week is my last week of the semester. And so after that, I'm going to be on break, which should hopefully mean a few more streams per week, or at least one other stream per week. I'm going to try my best to do that because it's fun to stream and I want to do more. Yeah, it'll be good to hang out and stuff. Alright, I'm not sure if Sylvie's still here. I'm just going to pop them down on the list for now, and if they come back, we'll get back to them. So Swifter, if you're here, let me know if you are. I'll also tag you. Swifter Cakes. Nope. I did not mean to make me draw. 1 second, let me open the queue for you. Alright, feel free to join the queue, Vanji. With the command as usual. Oh, there you are, Sylvie. There we go. I just put you back up, number 1, Sylvie. If you just want to let me know if you thought of a question or if you just wanted the general reading still. Yeah, it's your turn. So just let me know if maybe you thought about question general. Okay, we'll do general, and we'll have Swifton next. Just because Sylvie returned just in the nick of time. Oh, hydrate. I got my water. Everyone hydrate, please. Thanks for lurking, Vanji. If you want to join the queue, you can. I've opened it, so... But if you don't want a reading, then that's cool too. And thank you for redeeming the hydrate, Viv. Right, let's get this general message for Sylvie, whatever Sylvie needs to hear at the moment. Thanks for lurking, Neppy. Alright, so we have the Four of Pentacles, we have Justice, and we also have Temperance. So I am seeing that there is something that requires moderation in your life at the moment. And it could be to do with spending, could be to do with career or work, it could be to do with possessions, like material possessions, something that's like physical, tangible, earth-based. It's like, you know, the pentacles themselves, they represent like money and such. So matters of money, career, and material items. When I say justice, one of the things it makes me think about is self-justice, and that means being true to yourself and giving yourself justice. So not doing something just because someone else is telling you to, not doing it because you see other people doing it, but doing it because you choose to, like, deep down inside, like you know that there's something that you want to do and that you want to pursue. Probably career-wise, I'm hearing. There's something like you might be feeling like you need to compromise something in terms of your career for someone else, for something else, when there's always a balance. Like it's not like always a balance, like a 50-50 balance, but it's like things are not as black and white as they need to be. Like you see, like the water flows between two cups. There's a time when exchanging water, like in two cups, there's always a time where it'll be like in between. And that's like part of what temperance is about as well. It's like, it's not about whether the water is in that cup or that cup. It's about how they travel between, and the fact that they do, and that, you know, if you keep pouring into one cup, it's going to overflow that cup. So that's why you keep like exchanging the cups and you kind of like pour into both. And you have that moderation because you can't just overfill one cup and leave the other empty. And yeah. So ask yourself, where you are compromising your truth and your values and what you know deep down inside just because of external factors. Oh, didn't mean to do that. External factors, material factors, like things that are not based in your mind and your heart. So where is it that you're not listening to what you know deep down, like what you know intuitively? Where are you not listening to what your heart wants? What is it that you, it's like you know what you want and what to do, yet you say another thing, like you know one thing, you say another. Those are the kind of reflections that these cards are asking of you. And yeah, balance is a huge thing, because like temperance and moderation with the balance of the cups, and then justice with the scales here. And we can see here it's sort of like, while this person may somewhat be maintaining balance with all these pentacles, holding on to them like that, it's definitely not a comfortable position to be in. So yeah, that is your general message as well. We have the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom, which, oh, thank you for the follow, Jenny Vlogs. I keep forgetting I was meant to set the thing up there that shows the latest follower, but I'll do it next time. Like I said last time, I'll do it next time. 10 of Pentacles. You're going to be fine financially, and the opportunity that you want to pursue is going to be really good for you. So trust in that, and trust that it's something that will provide for you. Yes, that would be good, Daphne. It'd probably have to be not this week, because I am still working on that presentation that's due on Sunday. So probably going to work on that in the time that I have free. But yeah, I'm excited for you, Sylvie, and you're welcome for the read. Thank you for asking for one. Yeah, welcome into the stream, SLG Jenny Vlogs. I hope you are doing well. Did I not? My topic for my presentation? For my uni presentation. I still need to make my presentation for the Sanctuary Pride Month presentations, and I haven't done that even, and that's on Monday. So I'm literally gonna like finish this presentation for uni probably on Saturday, hopefully, or even tomorrow. We'll see how I go. And then I have to do that one too, because I want to present something. All right. Yes, you do. I want you to. It'd be really good. All right. I'm going to do the call for Swift the Cakes once again. Swift the Cakes, if you're here, please let me know in the chat so we can do your reading for you. Otherwise, we are going to have to move on to other people in the queue. But we'll give it a little bit of time. But yeah, I literally don't even have a topic for my Pride presentation. For anyone who's interested, who may be a Hellenic polytheist, someone who worships Hecate or is interested in Hecate the goddess, then feel free to do Discord command in the chat, and I have a link to the server on next week. I believe is it both next week? Yeah, next week we are hosting 2 presentation night events. Oh, hydrate time, everyone. We've got a lot of hydrates this stream. Yes, we're doing presentation events where we are presenting on gender and sexuality in religion or practice in celebration of Pride Month, which will be super great and super fun. That's cool to hear from you, Vanjie, that you have one topic. And yeah, it's going to be really great. I love the presentation night events. Oh my god, everyone clap. Lei is drinking water. Yeah, I'll just pop the command down in the chat. So yeah, there's the server. Feel free to hop in to join us for our event. I'm gonna make my PG tuber drink boba because that's fun. All right. Swifter cakes. I'm not sure if they may have left. If that's the case, I'm just going to pop them down on the queue, and if they come back, we'll do them. I'm also going to manually tag the next person, which is Vivi. It's your turn, because we'll see if Swifter comes back after. But for now, we'll have your reading. So let me know what you would like a reading on. Oh, now I'm drawing. You know what? The little guy can draw, because you know what we're doing? We're drawing cards. So it's the same thing, right? iPad kids when they're sitting at the dinner table. A comfort reading from any of your deities that come through. Alright. Gonna take a breath. A deep breath. Alright. I just tuned in to see who might have a reading for you. And Hecate was like, me. My turn. It was a bit funny. She kind of was just like, she was like, whoop. Like she came like forward, like whoop. Right in my face. Kind of touched base with like Odin and Apollon, but Hecate was the one that was like, my turn. So she's going to have a comfort reading for you. It was a bit funny. It was like she's like slid up. It wasn't like she didn't walk. She like floated towards me. For anyone who doesn't know, my strongest clairsense is clairvoyance. So my visualization is really strong, and I psychically like see images and can like visualize things. Like I get images from deities and spirits and stuff, and like when I'm reading energy, which I'm working on. So that's why I describe it like that. Clairvoyance is the psychic ability of clear seeing, which is it's basically like, you know, the clairaudience is like clear hearing, like you hear the deities. Clear seeing is clairvoyance, you see the deities, or like you see things. Yeah. You probably have been feeling her presence, and you should trust that as well, Viv. So we'll get our message from Hecate, a comfort message for Viv. Oh, Prophet Kitty. Everyone say hi, Prophet Kitty. Oh, these cards are really good. Okay. That's amazing. Look, Haniel, they're all saying hi to you. You can see her side here. Alright. You there, Viv? I'm not sure if you like left and did incense and if you're like AFK, but just let me know you're here. Okay, cool. Really nice reading. We have the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles here for you. And just like when you get the 10 of Cups, it's just such a nice energy. It's like family, it's connection, it's like I'm here for you. Emotionally as well, like the cups are emotion based, they're heart based. It's like things that flow from the heart, things that like are truthful in that sense as well. And the 10 of Cups is just a beautiful card to say like I'm here for you and I care about you and you're important to me. And it's like maybe if you see her in some sort of familial sense, then that's an affirmation of that too. It's like, you know, she may care for you in that manner. But yeah, this basically tells me like, yes, she has been around you and she's been with you and she is planning to stick around. I mean, 10 of Cups and that sort of connection there, like it's not one that is easily let go of. Oh no, I'm making people cry in this stream. All right, 6 of Wands. Great success, great recognition, public recognition, you know, fanfare and such. It's like she wants to tell you, or like she's telling me to tell you to not shy away from recognition and to not shy away from being known. And yeah, I'm not saying everything I've been downing. Don't shy away from being known and recognized for what you do, because it's like you deserve it for one, but also it's like, even though it's like we naturally deserve things, things like this, like celebrating each other, it doesn't come around for no reason. Like when people celebrate you or compliment you or recognize you, it's for a reason, and you should remember that. It's not baseless and it doesn't come from nowhere. It's not like they're pissing you or anything, because it's, you know, that shouldn't be the case. Like, well, sometimes it happens because of whatever, but in this case, to be perceived means to also understand that it comes from somewhere and you're doing some good work and you're putting in the work for what you're doing. So she doesn't want you to shrink away from that. She wants you to be out there and accepting that recognition. And we also have the 7 of Pentacles coming up again. So we had this one in that piece reading too. Here in this context, it's very similar where it's like you have built something, you have worked on something, you've been growing something, you've planted the seeds. You get to step back and admire them. You get to see what you've done. Whether or not that means you're ready to move on from something you've been working on, or whether or not you want to continue working away at it. It's really just saying like the seeds that you planted, seeds that you sowed, they do grow into something. Just like when you plant something, it's not like you don't see the results, because you will, even in ways that you may not realize. Sometimes we don't take a moment to sit and see how far we've come. So she wants you to do that too. See how far you have come from the very start. I'm also hearing like 7 months ago. So 7 months ago was December last year. So if there's anything significant from December last year in regards to maybe your practice or your path or your journey, see how far you've come since December last year to now. Yeah, that's your reading. Very comforting reading. She was like, I need to tell them this. She says it in a very elegant manner, not in the manner that I just said, but it was like that. It was funny. Oh, yes. I remember you telling me that in the middle of October. Yeah, you've grown a lot in your path, and that's something that you should know and find comfort in too. Oh, yeah. In December. Cool. Yeah. She's around and she's here for you. Those were some good vibes. I liked it. You're welcome. I'm happy that it helped, and I'm happy that you came to me for it and that I was able to help you with that. And thank you to Hecate, of course, for being so wonderful. All right, bing bam boom. It's Lay's turn. Let me know what you'd like a reading on, Lay. If you have a deck preference or anything. I haven't really been asking a deck preference. It's all been pretty straightforward. Because, like, you know, I use this deck for Hecate. Yay, it's your turn. Yay. Celebration. That wasn't sarcastic. That was just me being me. I had a feeling it'd be with Lucifer. Oh, with cat. I had a feeling it'd be with Lucifer, which is not a bad thing. I just had a feeling. Alright, let's think about which deck we want to use. Oh, sorry, Hanu. I just crashed the deck. We're not using this deck, but I'm just putting it away. I just crashed it into her side because I was like trying to move it across the table. Alright, with Lucifer for you, we're going to use our new Oracle deck. Hanu, you can't sit on the mat because I can't use the mat if you're sitting there. Alright. Okay, so the image that just came to my mind in terms of like for Lucifer coming into the space, it was kind of like this form of like fire, and then he like the fire disappears. It's like his entrance animation, like form. The fire makes like a big noise, and then the fire disappears, and he's there, standing there, in his suit. As I told you, he has a suit when he appears. If you're asking how my day is today, Jenny, it's been good. I think. Had some work, had some rest, worked on my assignment a bit. Now I'm here, which is good. What do you usually like to vlog about, Jenny? What's your favorite kind of vlog to do? I'm happy that you cackled, because yeah, it seems very him. He seems the type where he's very put together, but he's also very like dramatic. Hello there. How do I say it? Pomba Githa Karioka. Hello from Australia. It's great that you're tuning in from Brazil. Jenny, you make videos on TikTok. Cool. Is it about like lifestyle or anything like that? Or like anything specific? Alright, Hanya, I'm going to need you to move because I can't. Okay, there we go. Let's get a general message for Lay from Lucifer. Oh, Rio de Janeiro. Very nice. Well, welcome here. Oh, okay. Lucky that wasn't a real candle, so it didn't set on fire. Oh, very cool. Okay, this is a nice reading. Okay. So we got Hero's Journey with Gideon. We also have, this one was next. The Gateway. Kunoros, which looks like Cerberus, but this is Greek inspired anyway, so the Gateway. And Trust Your Heart. Yeah, Sato. So huge props to you in this reading to your journey, of course. Hero's journey pertaining to your path and what you're embarking on. Also this idea, like if you're familiar with the hero's journey in terms of like narrative structure, there's also this message behind it, like you're going to go through like a similar thing where, you know, you start out and then it's like you go into a whole new world. It's like you start out setting your values, you go into a whole new world, fun and games, the first conflicts, and then it's like a false win or a false victory or like a false loss. False loss. And then it's like this is like arc 2, you continue on, and then there's also like the things like the dark night of the soul and like the hard parts before we get to the finale, which often ends in victory for the hero's journey. And it's sort of like this full circle thing where you start in like your original world, you enter the new world, and then you return to the original world just to see how much you have achieved and what you've done. And so I believe here with this one, there's this recognition of one that you are like, he sees your dedication, devotion on this journey. And at the same time, it's not like a warning, but it's kind of like a foreseeing, like see like ahead. This journey isn't going to like completely punch down on you. It's also not going to be completely positive and like always good, but you will see your development and your own character arcs and everything you go through. Just like the hero's journey, the narrative structure, you may experience a dark night of the soul, a very transformative thing where it's like maybe some things feel difficult, or you may have to dive into like shadowy based stuff or like some other stuff that's harder to face. But yeah, when we move on to the gateway, I like this because it's kind of like, it kind of correlates because we see here like the Greek mythological equivalent to Cerberus, who can be said to guard like the gates of the underworld and stuff like that. And the gateway, of course, is here. And gateway is a liminal space and a transition point as well. So this acknowledgement of this transition that you are making and that you're committing to. And not only are there things to sort of work through in order to get even through the gate, because there's a guard, there may be like the dog guard may represent things like your own self-limitations or hesitations or things that you're like not believing in for yourself. Like you may not believe you're worthy to enter, which you are. He wants you to know that you are worthy to enter. And then beyond the gateway, there will be things to work on too, like the journey of the underworld and such. But the message here, like for the gateway itself, is that you are capable of doing it. You wouldn't be facing this gateway, this specific one in terms of like your path with him, or maybe a certain thing he's brought up recently in regards to your development. Like it wouldn't be put in front of you if he didn't think that you could do it, but he knows that you can do it. And he's saying it's less of an issue of like whether he thinks you can do it and more of like your inner talk and your self-talk. So inside, do you really believe you can do it? He wants you to believe because he believes in you. Sometimes it's not enough for like one person, like a being to believe in you, a person, but you know, what matters is that you do for yourself. And like that leads us to our next one, Trust your heart. Because even when your mind tells you things, even when you're unsure about things, even if you don't actually know what's going to happen, because you will never know what's going to happen next. You don't know where you're going to go. As long as the feeling's there for you inside, trust your heart. Trust that feeling. The feeling that, gets you through, because it's easier than trying to guess what's going to happen, you know? Oh, it's good that it's resonating. I'd hope so. Alright, let's also look at the guidebook for our cool little captions here to finish off the reading. So for Hero's Journey, we have knowing yourself is the hero's journey. Your intention is your ship, truth is your sword, and awareness is your torch. Your armor will be stripped as you slay the dragon. Then you return with the greatest treasure and the wisdom of sages. Cool. Let me find the description for... Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong letter. It's in alphabetical order. I was looking at C, but it's meant to be K. There we go. The gateway to living a life you love is guarded by your fear. You must push past the fear and self-doubt to realize your own power and connect with your aliveness. That was what I said. The book copied me. No, it didn't. It just means I picked up on what it was putting down. Alright, let's find this last one. Trust your heart. The intellect has created this society and all its rules. To find something new outside of it requires another faculty, the heart. If you follow your heart, you may feel like a crazy person, but if the heart is happy and excited, you are inspired. Listen to it. There we go. That was the message. That's your wisdom from Lucifer for you. Yeah. Accurate is good. Thank you for your feedback too. That's good. You are welcome. And you're doing good. There's this image, he's patting you on the back of your head. If you feel that, I don't know if you do, but like, it's like not on the top of your head, but on the back of your head, he's kind of like patting you. So, yeah. You are good. Alright, Vanji, it is your turn. Let me know what you would like a reading on, and yeah, any details for that, just let me know. Of course I can. And we're gonna use the same deck because it's a cool deck. Unless you have a preference, but I don't imagine. I feel like you would mention it, maybe. Comfort reading from Dionysus. So he just came in and he was like, you know, when someone like enters the room, they like kind of sweep their arm across like that. You can't really see because it's like the top down, but like he like sweeps the arm across. He's like, I'm back. Like that. I don't know. He was just like, I'm back. He just swept his arm across. He's like he like wore a cape and he like flicked the cape very dramatically. Your head being tingly. See, yeah. He's there. Yeah. Dionysus should never have clocked out. That's so true. I actually am getting like a feeling on my like, it's where they say the third eye is. So I'm gonna just sit for a second and see if there's anything that he wanted to show me. Better just get comfy. Oh yeah. Oh, Moonflower. Hi. It's good to see you. Vanji, I have a question. Do you have a chair in your room? Like a chair to sit on, or like a desk, like a desk chair? You're next, Jenny, after this one that I'm doing. You do have a chair. Okay. When you're in bed, like when you're lying in bed, or like recently, so like last night and like this morning when you were in bed, he was sitting like in the chair. He kind of like had his like ankle crossed over his knee, and he was like propping his elbow on like the crossed leg, and like it's not supposed to be creepy, but he was like watching you. Like he was there. I don't know if you knew he was there, but like he was around sitting in that chair, because he showed me that just now. Sleepover. Yeah. Let me see if there's anything else he wants to show. This is really big feeling. It's like my energy just got filled with something, with his like energy. It's very like, it feels like it's like gonna like burst out of me. Not in a bad way, but it's like it's like making me like shake. It's not a bad thing. It's just like I feel it's like he wants to say like what he feels in terms of like for you. It's like bursting. Like can't contain it. Yeah. Because he's making me feel it, which is funny because it feels like I can't sit still. It's like chills but not normal. Were you saying what were you saying is cool, Viv? Because you kind of said in the middle of when I was talking, so I don't really know what you were referring to. Laces, never forget the first time rated AC. Did it really for me? Yeah, Claire's senses are so cool. I'm really like trying to practice them, which is why like you'll hear me talking about like I see this or I hear this, because I'm really practicing. Yeah, that's how his energy feels right now. Like he's like here, have it. I'm like, okay, thanks, I guess. All right. Yeah, I really feel it in like my shoulders. Oh, thank you. Yes. It's one of those things where it's like I don't really like recognize it because, well, I used to not, because like it's like doubt and stuff. But now I have some really cool people around me, including all of you in the chat, all of my community, who are really supportive and really help me out with embracing this stuff and openly talking about it, because it tends to be accurate. And that's the best measure, to be honest. It resonates and it's accurate. All right. So we've got some cards for you, Vanji. We've got resourcefulness, if I can use the words properly. We have distraction, siren. Also, you could probably do it too, Viv. I'm sure you could. I feel like you could. Tune into like seeing and feeling things. Turning to stone, basilisk. All right. The first thing I thought of with the turning to stone is that I think that's him recognizing how it feels. Like it feels like you've just confronted like the basilisk, the beast, and you've been turned into stone, and now you just have to deal. It's like you get turned into stone, which is like sucks, but it's also like you're expected to like not to do something about it despite being in the stone, which doesn't make sense. He's like you're trapped in the stone and you can't do anything about it, but also like do something about it, which is not that's not him saying it, that's him like recognizing the position that you're in. Yes, you should develop your clairsenses, Viv. And I'm reading your mind because that's the whole point of this conversation, being psychic. Alright. Resourcefulness and distraction is really interesting to me. I think he wants you to know sorry, I'm just listening. That's why I paused. He wants you to really, really know that you are doing everything you can with the resources that you have. And that you did not lack and you are not lacking and you were not lacking in what you were doing. And that sometimes despite being resourceful, it's about the circumstances, the situation, more factors than that. It's not just you. And it's not just what you were using. He just said to be a reflection, to be a mirror, that's like a way to connect with other people, and that's how to get through to people. Sometimes the easiest way to connect to others or to get through to others is to be a mirror or to reflect. He says that sometimes it is like safer. So instead of like forcing you to look in a mirror to understand something, he's being the mirror to make it safer for you to hear what is being said. Distraction as well, it comes through as like sometimes when there's something really big and flashy on our path, it's really easy to see that, but not see the whirlpool that's right there. And it's considering and discerning what you need to pay attention to right now. It's considering the siren, right? Like the siren song. What is the siren song that's playing and calling and pulling you in a direction? And I had a feeling in my head again, that's why I stopped. It's like he grabbed my head. Don't do that, please. Don't grab my head. The boat that you're sailing that feels pulled in a certain direction because of the siren song. Don't think that you're sailing it by yourself, because he is there too. Even though you're controlling the engine, he is helping with the sails. He's helping with like all the other stuff, like the ropes and such. Or like if it's not like a electric boat. It's like he's showing me like a pirate ship. You may be steering the wheel, but he's also there helping like the ship like go and making sure it's like sailing. He loves his pirate. You said like he's like a kid with like a pirate ship toy. Oh my god, he loves his pirate ship. That's cute. Yeah. Yeah, he's like running around. He has like a shirt, a pirate shirt on, like a hat. Even though he's like I'm not the captain, but I'm like he said like I'm not the captain, but I'm gonna wear this hat anyway. It's like the captain hat. It has like a big feather on it. But yeah, the main thing. Know that on the ship that you are currently sailing, the one that feels really hard to control, you don't know where you're going. You might be getting distracted by the siren song. You're not on the ship alone. He's there with you, just like he was sitting there with you overnight. Like he was there, and he was saying like even though it can be hard to feel his energy because of all like the stuff that like your body, like he's saying like your body and mind are occupied like with other stuff, like because your body and mind were occupied with like other feelings and things going on. That's probably why you couldn't like feel it, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't there. He's giving me the shakes again. Okay. But yeah. That's your message. There were like a few different messages, like all in one. Like, but I hope that all made sense to you. And like resonated. And comforted you, maybe. Not maybe. I am confident in my readings. Yes. The vibes are vibing. Alright, let me read from the guidebook too. Aw, you're welcome. I'm glad it resonated a lot. Considering he's all up in my energy right now. Maybe he really wants to. I'm just gonna quickly read these ones because they might provide some good insight. So, for resourcefulness, it says the bigger the problems you take on, the bigger the life you will lead. Big problems call forth a resourcefulness that you didn't know you had within you. Start with the impossible and let it be your guiding light. You are capable of greatness. Page. Many other distractions as you go on your journey. Your goals may change, but understanding what you value and what lights you up is paramount. Every hero needs a North Star so they can find their way back to the path. Did you hear that, Vanjie? Your goals may change, but understand what you value and what lights you up. Alright, and we'll do the basilisk as well, which is B. The basilisk represents the most challenging elements of your inner life, the ones that fear change and cling to a set dogma. Stay flexible and flowing like water. Don't let your thoughts and emotions harden into stone. And that concludes that for you. Beautiful messages for you. Oh, threw the cards down. There's a cold spirit here too or something. Because I just got cold. Anyway, you're welcome and thank you. I'm glad that you think that. I'm happy that I could do the reading for you. And he is all here for you. Alright. So Jenny, you mentioned that you wanted a love reading for you and your partner. Do you have much more on the nature of what reading you want? Because there are certain like boundaries I have in terms of like what I want to read. Do you just want like a you, your partner, and the situation, or like something else? Because there are some things that kind of cross the line of what I want to read, but just want to check. So I'm just going to quickly say thank you to Dionysus for your time and energy. And I'm just going to quickly take a breath to get myself back aligned without having him influence a reading that doesn't involve him. I'm sure he would know anyway, but all right, cool. He just did a like 2-finger salute, like at that. I think he's still here, but he like did a salute as if he was leaving, but he's not actually leaving. But he's not as close anymore. All right, let's do a reading for Jenny. Alright, so for you, Jenny, do you feel like there are any imbalances in terms of like give and take in the relationship? Or you're feeling like he doesn't give enough or doesn't like receive enough from you, or you're a bit like unsure on that front for yourself? Because for the situation, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is typically about exchange and also about generosity too. So we can have a think about what that might represent for you too. Yes. Yep. Because what I'm seeing, so Judgment is representing you, and in this case, I'm hearing that it's to do like you're sort of like leveling up. You're taking a next step in something. Maybe you've like committed to something, or you've learned something recently, or you're generally just like taking a next step in your journey, and that's kind of like an ascension of something, maybe some sort of promotion, maybe some sort of like, if you're spiritual, like some sort of spiritual like learning could be as well. And what I see here for him is the Queen of Pentacles, which is interesting because we have the Six of Pentacles for the situation. So for the Queen of Pentacles, could you tell me more, Jenny, about like this, what you like when you said yes about the Six of Pentacles? Can you tell me a bit more about that? Whether it's like you're feeling something, or it's something like you've been noticing, or you feel happy. That's a good thing. Well, the Queen of Pentacles tends to be pretty positive in terms of like finances and money. So it's sort of like he's investing in things. He's wanting to put money towards like something that's nurturing, community, like maybe community based, family based, putting money towards something for family. Yeah, sun, that's nice in the world. So I mean, it's generally pretty positive. Like I'm not seeing anything that's like negative or concerning between you two. The only thing is like adapting to any changes that are happening financially. So then you avoid any like feeling of like imbalance, because otherwise Six of Pentacles is a good card for like exchange and balance and generosity. Being able to give when you have the means to give and being able to take when you need to receive. And his efforts as well with the finances may also mean that you're able to like explore this a bit more. Whatever it is that you're sort of leveling up in, that you're advancing in, you may not need to focus so much on this side of things because he's probably going to be able to handle it at this time. That's all right. I hope that made sense for you. I don't usually do these type of readings, but I figured to do it that time. But it just, yeah, it seems like things are going all right. Like there's different things that you two are prioritizing at the moment that will benefit separately and in a partnership. Oh, nice. Yes. Go have dinner. 9:14 is pretty late for dinner. I hope you have some good food and enjoy. Moonflower child. Or not child. Why did I say child? It's because I filled in the words. Moonflower orchid. There we go. Didn't mean to call you a child. Sorry. It is past midnight, but Moonflower. Please let me know what you would like for a reading. Just because I ignored the or and then put an L in there, which was funny. Are you still there, Moonflower? You might be typing, which is fine. I don't mind. See, the only thing with Twitch chats and stuff is that you never know when someone's actually typing. And then you're kind of like, huh. Wait, this stream for almost 2 hours. Swifter. Okay. Oh, hey, Neppy. Welcome back. done lurking. Cool. I'm just waiting to see if Moonflower is still around for their reading. Because I would like to do a reading for them. They were here just before. Yes, come back to us, Moonflower. You have some bubbles? I won't be sleeping yet. Oh, hydrate time. Okay, let's hydrate. No, I won't. I don't feel like I need to sleep just yet. So I will be staying up a little bit. I have just hydrated. Thank you for the hydrate. This is an RMIT university bottle. It was my undergraduate university. I attended RMIT. So, yeah. I like it. Yeah, sometimes I bring it to uni, which is funny because I'm doing my master's degree at a completely different university. And so I like have it in class, and it's really funny because I'm like representing a different university while in class. So it does mean people have come up to me and they were like, "Oh my god, did you get RMIT too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did." You have a USQ one, but it has awful taste in it. Oh, that's so sad. Alright, I don't know if Moonflower's here, so maybe Moonflower will come back. So in that case, who wants... If the only people in here are people who have already gotten readings, who wants another reading? Put your hand up. Okay. Alright, join the queue again. I don't know if Swifter is here. Sometimes they pop away and they go join a different stream. Alright, Daphne. Lay it on me. What would you like? If Moonflower and Swifter come back, then we will do theirs. Literally, yeah, this is the reward you get for sticking around the stream. That if there's time, then you get an extra reading. Okay. Yes, that is cool. I can do that. Raphael jump scare. Anyway. Let me get... I find it really funny to use the Archangel Gabriel like cards for like other archangels, because it kind of feels like it's like, all right, time to use your brother's cards for your reading. I would really like to get more angel cards soon, because a couple of the angel decks I have I don't really resonate with as strongly, but I really like this one. Of course, it's difficult because Doreen Virtue kind of took back, renounced that part of her journey, which means that a lot of the products that is out there now is either old product that you might be able to be you might be lucky to find, or bootleg products that were created like afterwards. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, just let me know and I'd be happy to explain what I'm yapping on about. If my cards could come out the right way. Alright. Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of Healing. Here we are to ask, on behalf of Daphne, how is she supposed to progress in her healing journey? Recently you thought Raphael was sending hawks, never got confirmation. What made you think, or what's making you think that it was him sending the hawks? I'm asking that genuinely and openly because I'm interested in what your thinking is. Daphne, if you feel a cold feeling on the back of your neck, that is Raphael. Just saying. Oh, Vivi, thank you. I really appreciate that. I always do whenever anyone donates. That's so kind. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. You people always donate after I did a reading for you. Which means, how am I supposed to give you a priority in the readings if you donate after? You're so right. This time it was nice and not a call out. Alright, so the first card we got in terms of these oracle cards were Editor and Vulnerability. Your writing or other creative project benefits from outside help and support. Vulnerability. Listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. So at the very least, with vulnerability, there's a very clear line of action there, which is, of course, you need to be vulnerable with yourself. And it might be connected because he wants you to it's like, it's not just the act of writing that will be helpful, it's the act of like being unafraid to share that, whether that's with your spirits, like sharing your writing with your spirits openly and not being like, it's like, you know, when you like write in like a journal or something, you might be still like holding back. Like you might think like, oh, what if someone finds my journal? They're gonna read all this stuff and then they're gonna judge me. It's like understanding that there are people out there who are not like, it's like, not that people out there are not gonna do it. It's like, you don't have to worry about that. It's not a concern that you should have at this time. Hopefully you should never have that concern, but that's one thing. But yeah, he's definitely saying foremost that you're not really going to understand how to focus in on your path if you aren't vulnerable and then see within yourself what your priorities are. Because if you don't know what your priorities are, how are you going to be able to ask for help in reaching those, right? Which I know you have some priorities already. You have some things in mind. But beyond that as well, like for your actual healing, like there are things that you want and you need to figure those out a bit more, like figure out your feelings around them. It's also this idea of not just knowing what you want, but feeling within yourself that you truly want to see yourself developing in that direction. Like not just thinking, I want this. It's thinking, I want this and I'm willing to put in the effort behind that because I truly, really confidently want it. And you're willing to do the work for it. So it's like beyond just like the desire, if you know what I mean. All right, let's see what else Archangel Raphael has to say for your healing journey. Also should read Lay's message. An unusual mouse suddenly went to Pendulum to ask who might be and came to Raphael, but when I asked one of the Hawks to be sure, never got one. Did you see my info dump about angels that I posted in the self-promo chat? Like I linked it. It's from my original blog. So you should check that out because that's cool. I didn't want this many cards, but I guess I just gotta take them. Another thing in the research list. I love angels. A big heart. Oh, let me trace it. A big heart for angels. Oh no, Swifter, you're okay. Well, I still kept you on the list. I just kept bumping you down a little bit because just in case you came back. So I'm gonna do this reading and then I'll do your reading and then we'll do Neppy and then we'll do Moonflower if Moonflower comes back. Hope that's all good with everyone. Anyway, let's look at this. So Daphne. Thank you, Neppy. With the Sun, 4 of Pentacles, Strength, 9 of Swords, 4 of Cups. Cool. Okay, sorry. So you know how there's like little captions down here? This one is 4 of Pentacles. It's with Mizrael, which is God liberating the oppressed. So liberating the oppressed is really cool. But I laughed because it says self-atonement, cures mental illness, deliverance from persecution. So I thought that was a bit on the nose. Okay, there are themes of like oppression in this. I'm just like, because the text is small, so I'm just like reading the cards up here. That's why they're not down here, so I can read them. The Strength card says loyalty, delivery from those who seek to oppress brings victory. And that's with Hakamaya. That's the Strength card. We also have 9 of Swords, which in itself 9 of Swords is something. But again, the caption is interesting. Purification, protection from the impious, religious sentiments. 4 of Cups, Melahel, healing capacity, protection from weapons, safety in travel, and the Sun said restoration of life, protection from adversaries, rabies, and wild beasts. Alright. So, first thing he's saying is to accept the help of angels and to actually be open to them being around and helping you, because there are a lot here that, not like these specific ones, but like it's representative, right? So there are a lot of angels out there who can help with a lot of things, even if it's as silly as like it's like cures mental illness. Like, you know, we know to not say like, oh, this deity or spirit is going to cure my mental illness. It's like, it doesn't work that way. But it's like the sentiment of like, you know, you don't want to maybe be a certain way, or like you would rather, like, you wish to be accommodated in some way, or even like to be able to heal in certain capacities. Don't be afraid to ask for that. which again links back to the vulnerability and knowing what you want to prioritize. He's like, it's not too silly, it's not too small, it's not too like, the main thing he's saying is like, it's not too silly. Like he keeps saying like, maybe this is something you've said to him, but he keeps saying like, it's not too silly. Stop saying it's silly to ask for these things. Stop saying it's silly to care about this, because it's not. And that's, I really like the sun and strength being here, because it's really like these two are really good, because it's this idea of like, positivity and strength. Always nice. But you can see like how there's like multiple angels on these cards. So they're kind of matching. Like these two kind of match even in the art style. Good angelic energies around you. Is he reading me so hard? He was like, you gave me a chance to talk, I'm going to talk. Which, of course, like, he can just talk to you. Like, you can hear him and stuff, I guess. Like, you can. But he has a chance to talk here, so he has a lot. Hey, Pocket Cat. We are winning, sons. Yes. Alright, let me get my head straight on this. Let me get my head gay on this. So, these two. There are resources out there, like angelic resource to pull from. Like, it's like you're not taking away from anything. And again, nothing's too silly to ask. Just ask. They are there. They're ready to listen. They're happy. Like, they are happy to help. There is no like, oh, I don't like how she asked me for that, I'm going to leave now. They don't do that. Like, it doesn't work that way. These cards are sort of representing things to work on. So this one is kind of like a reassurance, and all the captions telling you like sort of things that he can help with and angels can help you with. Things about like emerging from like oppressions and like fighting against oppressions. Especially for the Nine of Swords, which is protection from the impious and religious sentiments. It's like being more confident and sure in yourself about your religious experiences and your spiritual experiences and connections. And of course, healing energy, where we have the cures mental illness, which is funny, and also healing capacity. And so when we look at these as sort of limitations or things to work on, we have the Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Four of Pentacles, again, is Misrael, God liberating the oppressed. Self-atonement. So, not locking up your, like your thoughts about yourself and your ideas about yourself and your feelings about yourself, not putting them in a cage and throwing the key away as a solution to figuring stuff out. Like, he's saying to progress on this path, you're going to need to find the key and unlock the cage and open the cage and just whatever's in there, let it out. What you've locked up about like yourself and like how you feel about yourself. So maybe it was like negative and then you've locked it up because you don't want to deal with it, but it still sits there, it still exists. It could also be positive, where like you've locked up things that you've regarded well and you don't want to think about it, so you've locked it up and left it there. So he wants you to get the key to unlock it. Nine of Swords, our usual and very typical anxiety card. This is nice because it does say like Nine of Swords, but it also says the comforting God, like Hariel, the comforting God, which is like the only reason why God is there because like El and like Aya is like represents God in these names. That's why they bring it up, but it doesn't really have to matter. Like doesn't have to like be relevant. Anyway, that was just a side thing. He's here for your anxieties around spirituality and religion is basically what that's saying. And he Okay, he said something like, don't hide your worries about your spiritual and religious journeys, journey or like experiences behind humor or jokes. Like he loves a good joke, he says. He's like, I love a good laugh. And I love a lighthearted moment. I love, playing games. But sometimes when we are here, like when you need comfort, when you need, like when you want his support, when you want to let them in, yeah, then he's saying like, don't push it away by using humor. Like he wants you to be real with him. Like you guys can have fun and laugh and whatever as well. But when it's time to like sit down and do some stuff, he wants you to be real with him. And it doesn't have to be like super formal again. Like you asked about that. You don't have to be formal. Like you don't have to be well articulated or strict. You just have to be real. All right, and Four of Cups. Melahel. I'm just admiring the art on this because look at the cute angels. They're holding the cups. Anyway. I'm trying to listen to what he's trying to say with this card. The Four of Cups is usually around like what you're not seeing and like avoiding. So it's kind of like the deflection thing again. It's like, okay, I got it. He's saying like, you're out here like flying around like these angels here. Like you're trying to fly around, trying to like catch something in your cup like rain. It's like, where's the rain? I can't find it. But then like you're saying that at the same time as like it's like raining like right next to you. I don't know. That's kind of the image that came up. It was like, when you ask, you receive. Yet, even though you know you receive, you think you don't, and then you keep asking. And he's like, you keep asking like for some things, like you're asking for a chance to do this. Now is your chance. Like this is for you. Like you don't have to keep questioning if it's like really there or not. And you don't have to keep questioning like it's about the healing itself. He's saying like you're asking for healing and you want to heal. You don't need to search too hard because it's there because you asked for it, sort of thing. It's like you know what to do. You know the first step to take, or like maybe you've been told before. So like take that step and it's okay. Like there's no wrong way to do it. There's no misstep. Yeah, because it's like when you ask for it and it delivers and it's right there, you take a step and you're in it. Like it's no escape. Not in a bad way, but it's like you're not gonna miss it. You won't miss seeing it. It'll be there. The only thing that you need to do is make sure you don't ignore it, whatever he brings your way. But yeah, that's your reading. And hopefully there was some wisdom there because there was a lot of stuff, a lot of themes and connections. But also felt like, yeah. how is that for you? Is that all right? And since you're next Swifter, do you want to just pop in the chat what you're after for your reading? You're welcome. Yeah, he was kind of like, you know how sometimes doctors, they just like tell you things, they just say it, and I don't know, sometimes they're wrong, but like they just say things sometimes. It's not like a gentle thing. Like, you need to do this, or you need to do that for your health, or like you're doing this and it's bad for you. He was a bit like that. No, yeah, I wasn't saying that he was wrong. I was just saying like doctors. Sometimes doctors are wrong. Not Raphael. But yeah. What is it in particular that you want to know about your current relationship? Because I won't do fortune telling, and I won't be able to tell you the future, and I won't be able to tell you mind reading. Like, I can't do mind reading. Well, I made a joke about that earlier, but I don't use divination to mind read. So it depends what you're after. Right, you're in a long distance online relationship for about 1 year. Alright. Yeah. So as I mentioned, I can't fortune tell. I can't tell you if the relationship is going to work out, if it's not, or such. Also because things change all the time. They shift depending on things, and I don't want to like tell you something that like as significant as like will it work or not. What I can do a reading about is I can do a reading adjacent to that. That might be like a reading about things you can do to help in the relationship, or like basically like advice or guidance on maintaining it. But yeah, something like telling the future can be a bit tricky, and I'm just putting my statue back. All right. Let's take a peek at this. Also, I'm going to close the queue. So, forgot to do that. Okay. Cool. I can understand like that those worries can come out. Alright, so this is about navigating your relationship and some guidance to do with that. Thank you, Viv, for claiming the hydrate. Let's hydrate. Alright. Okay, advice. So sometimes in a relationship, we get worried because the other person isn't navigating it in the way that we expect. sometimes we think, well, they like we're in a relationship, or they love me, or I love them. How come they're not doing this? How come they're not doing that? Why aren't they coming to me with this? Why are they asking for like space and stuff? Why can't I, like, why doesn't this person think I can give them what they need? The answer to that, all of those thoughts, is that I don't take it seriously now because it's him. The thing to remember with that is this is their first time in this relationship as much as it is your first time in this relationship, which is to say that the other person is not going to navigate this flawlessly. They're not going to always know what you think or feel. They're not going to always have their interests in mind at a certain time aren't always going to exist. Like, as individuals, sometimes we think of ourselves more than we think about the relationship. Whether that's good or bad, that's not the point. It is to say that it can like sort of tell us more about the thinking of people around us. It's sort of like this thing of like, on one side it can be difficult because you're both trying to like navigate this, and you may not know the correct answer, and he might not know the correct answer to things or the way to deal with things. At the same time, that's okay, that's valid, and that happens. So that's particularly pertaining to the Three of Wands. It's like a new horizon, a new journey, something that you're taking steps to, like, within. It can be hard. The Queen of Pentacles, we had that before as well. It's this idea of like nurturing and creating community and like space, of course, as well. And so the cards are saying that the best thing you can do is just to be there for him when he needs, and to continue being someone, like being yourself, being your caring self, because I can tell that you care a lot, and that you want to make sure that you can be there for him, that you can be someone he can depend on as well, or rely on. The only thing is to not get too caught up in that, because sometimes when we start to think too much in that way, and then something happens, or something goes wrong, or like there's a bump in the road, then you end up blaming yourself for it, because what if you weren't good enough? You may think, what if I didn't do enough? What if I didn't put in enough? What if I was supposed to know more? What if I should have predicted this? Those are the thoughts that are going to be restricting for you. And the advice here is to not let yourself fall into that, because you're not responsible for everything that he's going through or feeling, and that's okay. It's okay for you to not have that responsibility, in that you shouldn't have to deal with it. At the same time, as don't put pressure on yourself to have to manage it, or manage something that you're not able to, because maybe, as you said, he's not giving that control to you, or not control, but like he's not giving that to you to like help him with at this time, and that is okay. Like, that happens sometimes in relationships. If you're both at a time as well where you're like considering like big, like what you want to do for your future, like as individuals, like as people, whether that's like with schooling, college, university, career, stuff like that, it's like that's sort of to be expected in a relationship where you might be at that point, like one of you, or either of you, both of you, where you're considering your next steps in life beyond the relationship. And so he might have a lot on his mind about where he's going as well, which doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't care about you. That's just to say that it's like sometimes we desire space and time to think about those things. But yeah, that was just was a whole lot that I just said. So yeah, that's the advice that's coming through, or the guidance for you. Just to summarize, you're both at a point where there are things on the horizon that you're sort of looking at, and also remember that you're both new to the relationship. Today he said if what do you mean by that? I don't think I really understand what you're saying there. No, you're alright. We had a few people from Brazil in here. I think what's really important as well is to have an open communication, because you can't assume as well what someone thinks. And if you are seeing this next thing, if you're taking it much more seriously now, that's something you should express. It's not like you express with an expectation of him to do or say something, but sometimes, yeah, it's just a good idea. I won't be able to tell you if it's final or just a circle, unfortunately. That's not something I would like to read for you. And I know it's hard to not know, and I know it's hard to have to experience it. That you are cared for, and there is something to learn and something to get out of this journey as well. Just don't get too caught up in just assumptions and stuff, right? Have an open communication. Make sure you talk to him, express your feelings, even if he might not at the moment. It's all those things will help in navigating what you need to navigate. I think that's something you might need to do some thinking on and reflection on. If you feel like you can't express those feelings, maybe work on why that is, what you're afraid of, what kind of thoughts are making you think that you can't do that. Because if you like someone, then ideally, you'd want to be able to talk to them, right? And tell them about these things. Because they are important to you. his feelings. I need some space. Did he tell you that he needs space, or are you just giving him space because you think he might need it? Okay. Well, I think as well, like in times like this where someone says they need space, it can be pretty anxiety inducing. I think for now, just do some things to take care of yourself and help your feelings and thoughts. Because if it's a time where you feel like it can be quite difficult to approach any topic like that or tell him that, then the reality is that you'll need to wait and see. And I won't be able to tell you if that will work out or not. Only that you should trust yourself and look after yourself too. Does that make sense for you, Swifter? Yeah. That's good. I do wish you the best with everything, especially because of your feelings, and I hope it works out for you. Like, of course I hope it works out, because it's nice if it does, or if it will. Just make sure to take care of yourself. If you're still there, Nappy, let me know what you'd like a reading on. You'll be our last reading for tonight because I am EP sleepy and I need to go to sleep. Individual you passed by a lot in your lives and when you met each other. Oh, that's really nice. That's a really nice feeling to have with someone else, I think, Swifter. Oh, you're just claiming all the hydrates today, Viv. Let's hydrate. It's time to hydrate. You're welcome, Swifter. Hope it all goes well for you. Alright, let's do a message from Apollon. I did have a drink. Yes, I did hydrate. Which is good. I'm about halfway through this bottle. You can't really see it because I have to tip it over. Obviously, the line changes, but I've drank half the bottle. And also, you're fine, Swifter, that you talk a lot. It's okay. You are more than welcome to talk as much as you want in the chat, within reason, but like, I'm not going to tell you off for talking a lot. Alright, I'm gonna pull cards for Apollon, but he's just said that Moonflowers. I said child again. Moonflower, we can do your reading. You did miss your turn, but I just put you on the bottom of the list. So be here, please, because I will do your reading after nappies, and then I'm going to sleep. So make sure you're here so I can do your reading. Okay. Nappy, Apollon said, he wants you to. You're fine, Moonflower. Don't worry. Don't stress. Just saying, be around so we can do your reading. He's saying sit outside sometimes, even though it's winter and it's cold and stuff. Even though it's in the colder season, the sun still comes out, and he wants you to feel that warmth because it's like not only because it's associated with him, like the light and the warmth and how people associate the sun with him, but it's like he thinks like physically, it's like physically the act of sitting in the sun outside will be good for you. Maybe you already do that. In that case, he is encouraging it, but he likes you doing that. He wants you to he doesn't want you to forget that the warmth and the sun doesn't go away just because it's winter time or just because it's like the seasons. It's like just because it's not summer doesn't mean you can't embrace that aspect that's attributed to him. Alright, let's do some cards too. And then he just said that. He like showed me a bench and like you two sitting together on the bench in the sun. Now this is a positive message. Yeah, it could actually be connected. It could be connected, like not to not be afraid to like seek the sun even when like you don't think the sun's going to be out. And even if you need a friend, like just to be outside. It can be like metaphorical and literal, like literally like sitting in the sun, and metaphorically like allowing yourself to be in the light and to not hide yourself away. These are some really good cards here. The Ace of Swords, Temperance, and Wheel of Fortune. So the Ace of Swords being new opportunities that are related to intellect and the mind and speaking and truth. So do you have a blog or anything? Do you have a place that you write about your experiences with the gods? Apart from like the sanctuary, like if you have any other place. I don't quite remember if you do. I know you have a TikTok. I don't know if you talk about the gods there. Yeah, I think he wants you to start something. It's not about fame and it's not about reach. It's about having a platform where you feel comfortable expressing your experiences and talking about them and having a record of them in that way. And he's saying that you never know who's going to come across your writing or content and relate to it or feel seen. Even if they don't interact, they just see it. They may be like, oh wow, like I feel the same way about this. You know, that sort of vibe. Could be good for you to do that. I think he wanted to pursue like a new opportunity in terms of like communicating things about your path. Yeah, like a Tumblr blog or like on TikTok. Could be Tumblr, but like I don't know. That's just what's coming through. I'm a bit EP too, but yeah. He's like, words. Yeah, a little thing. It's not about trying to like become famous or an influencer, but it's also about allowing yourself to be out there and to show who you are and not just keeping it to yourself. And Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. There are a lot of good things coming your way. Wheel of Fortune is a good thing here. It's a positive cycle, a positive path to embark on. And he's going to put some good things in the way of you. You're going to like, it's sort of like the people you meet and the people who like see your posts in a positive sense are like there on purpose. It's like positive connections that he's going to bring forth or like ask you to develop more are going to be beneficial to you. He keeps bringing up like friends. Something about friends, like if you don't, I don't know if it's like you don't have enough friends who also worship Apollon, or he wants you to express yourself more to your friends, sort of vibes. And yeah, temperance in moderation. It's that thing I was saying, like it's not like you're going extreme. Just out of curiosity, would learning TikToks be fine, or is it meant to be stuff I know? What do you mean by learning TikToks? Do you mean like recording TikToks about things you're learning, rather than trying to educate? Like you're just recording something that you're doing, or you've learnt, as opposed to teaching. Just trying to get clarity on what you're trying to yes. He's saying it's not about like temperance actually comes into this. It's not about being the student or the teacher, like one or the other. It's about being both. And it's like he's not saying like go out and be an educator. He's saying like to record your journey and to like be able to communicate that is a special thing already in itself. It's a good devotional act too. He thinks it will allow you to like open up a bit more and like reach a few, like to meet other people and to connect with them. So yeah, learning TikToks are fine. You don't need to do things only about things you know. It could be things you're figuring out, your experiences. Who's... Oh, I was like... It's like, who's him? This other him. Oh, look, the sun. Okay, it's sort of like you can focus on him for now. If Hecate happens to be part of something like you're learning, like if she's there, you can mention her. There's no problem there. Though he's... Yeah, the sun popping out is funny as. Yeah, he's saying like, yeah, do some stuff focused on him. You don't have to include both in everything, but it's also like you don't have to make your account like only about him. But he wants you to do things that express things to do with your relationship, like your connection with him specifically, if that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, writing and expression are really strong aspects of his domains. And considering the sun popped out and the emperor, like that's display. I am more excited about that than I am expressing. Because that's kind of cool. Like, yeah, I think he wants to kind of work on that. There are things you can do that don't have to include both of them. It can be just him. Yeah. That's your message. Could be a good opportunity for you to express yourself. You never know what you'll find. It'll be good for you. And yeah, we see that focus there. All right. It was so cool. Moonflower. Just let me know what you would like a reading on so I can do your reading. I need to increase the price of this hydrate because it's getting redeemed very much. It's alright, I'm just joking. I had my drink. Moonflower, please be here. I want to do your reading, but I can't do it if you're not here. I'm open to ideas for adding like rewards for the bubbles if you have suggestions too. You know what, Vanji? That is something I hear every Friday when I go LARP because there's this guy named Aiden who is the captain of one of the groups, or captain of the Rangers, but like leader of one of the groups, and he literally like shouts every time like we run it in thirds, and he says hydrate or dihydrate, and he like shouts it so loud, which is fine, but it's funny. It's like a catchphrase. Yeah. Moonflower, I'm trying to summon you. You went away again. Neppy, not Melly. A annual picture to show up for 500 bubbles. You mean like on my like screen, like here, like on this, like you claim for 500 bubbles a picture of Haniel? The second spelling is correct. That's a good one. I'll add that. Or I'll try to remember. Actually, can you send me a DM about that so I can use that as a reminder? Because I'll just keep it unread. And then... yeah. Oh my god, I need to do a ritual summoning. Moonchild. I keep saying child. Sorry, I don't mean to keep calling child, but Moonflower. Need you here to do the reading, please. I'm summoning you. So then we can do your reading. Why did you go away again? You did not, Viv. Oh my goodness. There's more hydrating to be done. Oh my god. Twice? 2 hydrates. Okay, I'm going to do two drinks of the water. Why are there so many? Oh my god. 4.5. I do need to add things for bubbles or increase the price of things. I'm gonna make hydrate cost more. If I remember. Maybe I won't. I like your idea, Lay. That's funny. Finish current drink. I do have to say, I made a significant dent because the water was here before and now it's here. Let me close the lid so it doesn't spill that much. So like it's up to here now. So I've been drinking the water, which is good. It keeps me hydrated. Yeah, exactly. This is what happens. Is Moonflower online on Discord? Alright, it's not coming up in the search. Just force the squint for the rest of the stream. I mean, I actually do have glasses, so that would be losing the glasses. Yeah. Oh, just a yawn into the microphone. You literally have to just stop wearing them. That's funny as. Oh my god, you're here. Moonflower, please you need to tell me what, it's your turn. What do you want for your reading? You are the last reading of the night. What would you like a reading on? It's okay. Oh, look at that. 4 of Swords. Resting. Just pop down in the chat what you're after. Okay, time to drink more water. I have hydrated again. I should just add a 0 to that. Make it 1,000 points. Hydrate. Should you apply to become the art club leader? That's cool. Art club leader. Tarot can't make the choice for you, but yes. The Chariot is about willpower and determination. It's about charging forth on your path and being committed to it. The High Priestess is about trusting your intuition. If you feel called to something, if you feel inclined towards it, you should do it. I'm assuming that you feel inclined towards it. Maybe you absolutely hate the idea and you don't want to do it. 5 seconds. Oh dear. You have a very strong answer. The Chariot and the High Priestess. They're both major arcana, which are pretty big energy cards. But yeah, the Chariot and High Priestess together basically tell you to deeply trust your intuition and to charge forth with your own like confidence, with your own motivation. Like if you feel motivated, you go for it, you do it. Yeah, that's cool. Was that all you wanted to ask for tonight, Moonflower? I will choose not to read for that because that's a bit future telly. So I can't tell the future for you. So I'd rather not try to read yes or no if they will accept you. I could do a different question if you'd like. But that one I'd prefer not to. Will you be qualified for it? That's a little bit on the edge of fortune telly, but I'll pull a card for it anyway. I think you will be. I think you're qualified, like leadership position. Oh, yep. These cards say yes as well. Six of Pentacles tells me yes. Like you have the skills needed. Don't be afraid to look at transferable skills. So things like experiences or things you have experience, like work or volunteer experiences you have elsewhere, or things you have experience in just from like different projects. Don't be afraid to bring those up when you're talking about your skills. Just because you don't have certain experiences in some places where they might expect your experience to lie doesn't mean you shouldn't include it. So you are capable and you have things things behind you that you've done, that you've worked on, that would benefit you in this application for this position. And you're offering something valuable, like there's something unique as well that you're offering that you can give generously. So it's probably something to do with like your approach as well. But yeah, Pentacles is also about career and experience, like path. So that tends to be quite affirmative. But yeah, best of luck for your application for the arts club leader, Moonflower. Let us know how you go. I hope for the best because yeah, sounds like you will be good. I can't tell you yes or no whether you'll get it because you never know, but I do think you're in a good spot for it. But yeah, you're welcome. Alright friends, so it is time to wrap up the stream. It is time for me to sleep. I've got an appointment tomorrow that I have to attend, so I probably should make sure I get enough rest for that. Thank you all for coming along. As always, it's really nice to spend time with you all and to do readings and help you out, and it truly makes me happy when things resonate or help in some way. Okay, this is the thanks I get. I have to hydrate. I did hydrate. Good night, Viv. You're welcome for the readings. And Moonflower. Oh, thank you for the feedback. That's really sweet of you to say. And yes, I was hoping you would come back. And it turns out everyone who wasn't there for their turn came back, so I'm really happy about that. Yes, I'm happy that the reading was good for you all. Good night. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Probably if you're on Discord, which all of you in the chat right now are. Yes, if you have not joined Discord, hit that link. But most of you have, so yeah. Let's find someone to raid. To go join their stream. I like to raid other tarot readers, and they're usually starting or have been going for a little bit. Needs to be ready. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I'll be around, and we'll be streaming again next week as well. Okay, let's see who we want to raid. Let's raid. All right, bye, Vanjie. I have to like choose between like two. Let's we'll do AC because they were mentioned earlier. Oh, that's where Moonchild went already. I see you in the chat. Cool, we'll be ready with 5. Alright. See you next time, friends.